since the West Ham loss. We've had callers saying Thomas Frank needs to go, bring back Ange to the end of the season. Harry Redknapp saying a manager sackings need to stop, which is right. And Spurs and there needs to be a focus on recruitment. That's right, that's correct also. We've even had fans saying that Jamie O'Hara could do a better job than Thomas Frank because he understands the DNA of the club. Now, our producer wrote that knowing I couldn't help but smile at reading that. So with that in mind, Gabby Agbonlahor alongside me has been taking a closer look at the DNA of Spurs and what it actually means. Gabby, the floor is yours.
Win your first trophy in 17 years and sacking the manager after the trophy parade. Still blaming Daniel Levy after every loss, even after he's left the club. The club captain calling out the board again. The best player fighting with the fans. Having an amazing stadium but never selling it out. Jamie O'Hara shouting Spurs are back. To dare is to boo your own team. Every player is injured most of the time. Demanding attacking football but moaning when it's too attacking. Coming out in the second half to a pathetic nursery rhyme. Wanting Poch back, calling him a Chelsea traitor, then wanting him back again. Drinking pints that pour from the bottom. Reaching a Champions League final and losing it within 30 seconds. Wanting to lose a game to delay Arsenal winning the title by a season. Call themselves a cup team, but barely ever win any cups. Spursy. The end.
By the way, I'm going to take issue because they should be in the Champions League for pouring pints for the bottom. I just can't believe it every time I watch it, man. I could watch it for hours.
It's incredible, isn't
Put that pint thing in and it fills up for the bottom.
Ali,
it's genius. I mean, that is Champions League material.
Isn't it?
It's Champions League material. I don't care what anybody says.
Can I read out like our next guest, what he's got here?
You carry on, mate. Please carry on.
2009 League Cup runner-up with Spurs, Jamie O'Hara, the face of talkSPORT Golf, entrepreneur and sports bar host. Entrepreneur. Don't make me laugh, Jamie.
By the way, listen, Jamie, a very good morning.
Morning,
but you should not be the face of anything.
Morning, boys. Are you done? Are you finished? Yeah,
Sorry, mate.
Are you done going on talking garbage? Gabby, when you've got an actual brain, you can broaden the horizons out to different things. I mean, you only can ever play football because you were quick, and you can only do talkSPORT because Ali and Alan carry you.
Teach me, Jamie, how to be a businessman.
Jamie, I've got to ask you, in all seriousness, right? The quote that I woke up to this morning said from Jamie O'Hara that you were an average player, right? But nowadays, you'd be far better than average with the players that are about today. I mean, I'm with you, mate. I think that's a very fair comment.
McCoist, let me tell you, I'll be worth 50 million in today's age, mate. I've been
what currency, Jamie? What currency?
I wouldn't have to do that graveyard shift at 10 p.m. if I was playing now, mate, let me tell you.
By the way, you wouldn't be worth 50 million lira.
I can't believe Gabby has got the cheek to talk about DNA, right? Because he needs to worry about his own DNA and watch that receding hairline he's got.
No, Jamie, don't be nasty, mate.
Jamie, in all seriousness, we had Harry Redknapp on yesterday, right? And Harry, as you know, great, fantastic, one of the best managers, coaches we've seen in a number of years.
Legend.
I think he's right, mate. You can't keep sacking managers at Spurs. I mean, with a lad on today who wants to give, Thomas Frank more time, and I understand that, but the problem has to be deeper than just the manager or the coach.
Yeah, Ali, I keep saying it. I want to back a manager. I really do. I want to back a manager. And I liked Thomas Frank when he come in. I thought he's good in interviews, done really well at Brentford. But I just don't think. I don't know if he's out of his depth, Ali. And you can keep saying you can't keep sacking managers, but Spurs are a big club with big. They don't have ambition. and it's got to be better. And I just think that with Thomas Frank, you can't be 14th in the table, losing at home to West Ham and expect to not get criticism. You keep saying I want to back a manager, like Arteta, like Arsenal did. I would stick with a manager, but Thomas Frank, for me, I just don't know if he's the guy. I really don't. I'm struggling to get my head around his style of play, his philosophy. Of course, there's other things, behind the scenes with recruitment and players coming in. Are they good enough? Do they have the mentality to go and be top players at Tottenham? That's questionable, of course. But a manager's you've got to have a manager who knows how to get the best out of a group. Look, I take the mick out of Gabby, right? Unai Emery has got the best out of that group of players.
Yeah.
They're playing at 100% of their ability, right? All of them. And that's why they are where they are. And that makes Unai Emery a great manager.
Jamie,
Spurs ain't got that.
What I don't get with Spurs as well, the manager, but more the players, is that you're putting in dreadful performances. You can't win the game at home, but against the rivals, Arsenal, pathetic, Chelsea, pathetic, and then you lose to West Ham. Bitter rivals. Come on, give the fans something.
Gabs, listen, mate, it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. It really is. Like we are the laughing stock of the Premier League right now. We really are. And that's why it ain't acceptable. Spurs fans, they've had enough of it. It can't keep being this bad. And we can't just keep being a laughing stock. I look at Aston Villa, and, Spurs, Aston Villa are a massive club. Spurs are similar, right, in terms of the size of the club. They've got a manager in there who knows how to get the best out of his players. Spurs ain't got that. And the problem is, though, Gabs, Unai Emery, he's going to end up leaving your mob, because they spent 96% on wages. They can't earn any more money, but they're still paying for you.
You know what, though, Jamie? Jokes aside, I do think that if Villa can't find a way or the rules don't change, the manager at some point is going to say, like, do you know what I mean? My hands are behind my back here. I can't get my club to the next level. Frustrating for him.
You've had your moment, you lot. You've had your little time.
He can't help it, can he? No. He speaks wild, then pipes up.
Unai Emery is going, mate. He's out the door. He ain't staying at a football club where he has to sell Malin for 20 million to Juventus just to balance the books. Yeah, and look, Ali, there's only one person to blame for Aston Villa's problems right now, and he's sat next to 70 grand a week he was earning to chase his touch out of play.
If they want that money, Jamie, it's in Vegas, mate. They can go get it.
Brilliant, pal. I'll echo what you said this morning. You were, in fact, I'll add to it. You said you were an average player when you played. I'd add another word to it. I would have said bang average. But there you go, mate. Great to talk to you, pal. Enjoy your day.
Sunderland, McCoist. We remember you at Sunderland.
We'll give you the final word of that one, mate. Let's have a quick word on the other end of the table. Man City getting the Gate deal over the line, all over the back page this morning. 300 grand a week. You handle that all right? Would you?
I don't know how many bank accounts you'd have to open. Ali.
One.
No.
One large one.
What a big one. There's going to be a lot of money coming through.
How can you help me? How can you get your head round that?
I had to go to the cash point after payday. At the cash point at Sainsbury's outside. Oh, okay, it's come in. It's nice.
Okay, we're in.
Just a 1.2 million comes through.
I mean, it's mental, isn't it?
I know, isn't it?
I mean, I just can't.
Imagine sign-on fee. I remember when I was my first professional contract sign-on fee. It was 20,000, and I remember going to the cash point alley and be like, "Oh my god, look at that! Oh my god,
mine was.
Oh my god."
I tell you what, mine was
to myself.
Mine was 500 quid.
That's it.
It's St Johnson, and by the way, the boys reckon they got overpaid.
And they're probably going in now. Mark Gay's probably looking in his bank and saying, "Oh, the sign-on fee's coming. It's 1.2 million."
It's amazing. It's on 12 quid a week.
Oh, I don't know half of it.
Loved it. Yeah. Loved every minute of it. That was brilliant with Jamie O'Hara, I've got to say, as normal. Yeah. That was a look ahead at the January transfer window in partnership with QuickBooks.